Hello, this is Layla. Happy Tuesday. I want to show you some fun things I've made with the I Want Candy paper pack from Close to My Heart. I made some fun magic treat containers, and these are using or repurposing some soda bottles. And the trick with these is that you can fill them up with candy and nothing comes in through the lid. But it looks like they're completely sealed and so I wanted to show you how we made them by walking you through the process. These were made with Cascade Ice seltzer but the one I'm going to use today is from a Diet Dr. Pepper bottle. This can really be scaled to any size of bottle, even a 2-liter. So what I did first was I took most of the label off, and then I drew on here where I wanted my trapdoor to go with a Sharpie. That's mostly for your benefit more than mine, but then I took a craft knife and cut it open. I did enlarge it a little bit right before this video, and I just used my craft scissors. You're going to want this bottle clean and dry inside. The good news is that once you've opened this up, you can put a paper towel in there and dry it out pretty quickly. So let's get started. I am using the diagonal stripe paper from the I Want Candy collection. That's one of the pieces of paper that I have not featured in making these. Here is the candy paper, and on the back side it's a sapphire gingham. This one uses the candy dots, and so I thought it would be fun to use this side of the candy dots. And I also am using a piece of the royal purple cardstock that is new and coordinates with this collection. I am using the light side of the paper, and this side is the original color, and this one is our darker piece. I've pre-stamped Hope Your Birthday's a Hoot because I wanted to incorporate our stamp of the month, this little owl. I did a test run of Hope Your Birthday's a Hoot to make sure it would stamp nicely on this paper and stand out and be legible down here. This is just kind of a scrap. It's rough at this end and all that. So I know we're only going to use about 9 inches of this because I've measured the bottle and that. To get started, you want to make sure that your bottle is not too big. And the way I estimated this one, and this cardstock piece is 2 1/4, is that this has a little bump here and a little bump here that kind of holds the label. And I wanted my cardstock to fit right there. And then I made this piece a 1/2 inch wider at 1 3/4 inches so that it has a nice big bold border. And that I do like using the 2 full strips of paper instead of just one with little borders, because that makes it a little bit more sturdy so that this trapdoor isn't as easily felt. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to glue these pieces of paper down. I'm just going to use my Tombow or Close to My Heart adhesive. Somebody gave me this, and I have no idea where I got Japanese kitty tape, but I don't want to use that because I don't trust it. So I recently reorganized, and I have the new Close to My Heart carousel caddy over here on the corner of my desk, and I put all of my adhesives over there, and I can't remember what happens when you reorganize your craft area. So let's just add some. And I'm expecting to go down about 9 inches, but I glued it a little further just in case. You could okay. So what we want to do is we want to just simply put this on the end here. Actually, I'm going to do it a little differently than before because I want to add wet adhesive. I want this to be what holds it together until the wet adhesive gets dry. In fact, I'm actually going to put this in a little bit further so that the liquid glue can go here. Okay, maybe not there. Okay, let's get started. So I have this, and now I need to make sure that since this is stamped, I need to have it right side up. And it doesn't matter where it's going to go based on this because this is going to be able to be removed. But we're going to hold it down here. And if you want, you can actually kind of pull this paper with your fingers to kind of start the curve. That will help it form better and not be so much tension on it when you go to adhere the two ends together. Okay. Now let's remove this. And this. And the liquid glue I'm using today is from Barely Arts. I want to do some wet glue here. That because I want this to stay and to never move again. And so I'm just lining it up with the ridges. On my other bottle, I just lined it up as long as it meets back here really nicely and overlaps and these edges line up, we are good to go. So this one, I'm just going to hold for a few seconds. And if you notice, I did not really tighten it down as much as possible because you do need this to slip off. And it's going to be secured with a micro glue dot when we get all done. So the most important thing is that you can kind of move it around and fudge it. Maybe not. I know I'll be able to pull it down. But so that's the main part. And now I'm just going to set it here. And I have this happy birthday stamp from the current special. All the Best Wishes is the name of the stamp set. It is part of the Say It With Style special for September and October 2023. And then this owl is just so adorable. I have to move the die cuts because if I die cut extra pieces, I just stick them in the pouch. This is the October 2023 stamp of the month, and it's from all of us. And these are the first time we've had coordinating die cuts, and so that's really exciting. So I just stick these back in the pouch and keep them there. So if I cut doubles, I usually cut 2 at a time. I have them. And this is the pack of stamps and die cuts that go with the I Want Candy collection. And we are using the cute little sucker here for this. And this, I should also mention, I stamped the sucker twice, once on the white paper, which I die cut, and then I cut it on the pink glitter paper that is included with the I Want Candy. And I hand cut it out, and then I used my water brush with Royal exclusive inks. This isn't anything fancy, it is just our regular water-based inks. And then I let it dry overnight. I also watercolored this, and the way you watercolor with an ink pad is that you squeeze it and you take from the lid. You can kind of see my brush marks from last night. Now, you don't ever want to put a wet brush on your pad. That will dilute the ink that is in the pad, and that's no good. But you can watercolor from here. So that's how I did the two-tone pink glitter paper. So that really is pink glitter paper that was watercolored. Now, then I used our tri-blend markers that we've had for a couple years. And I think this is the aqua blue blend and the ice blue blend. Okay. This, of course, I stamped with the Royal. And so what I want to do is I want to sandwich them kind of like that. So yeah, they're going to stick out a little bit, but not too much. Now I have some of our 3D foam tape, and this tape is very sticky and it holds really well. If I could have put this together with just 3D foam tape, I would have, because the adhesiveness is phenomenal. Okay, so I did wrap it around a little bit, and I kind of like that look. And now I'm going to put the owl in there. I had a 3D foam tape off of that one roll, so I'm going to grab another one. And of course, this is thicker, and so I think I will go back to the double-sided tape that's right here. Boy, I tell you, it has been a day. So I'm just happy to be able to craft and get to my video today. And I'm just kind of estimating where I want it to go. And I'm going to put it down here. And then I'm going to put some here. Then we're going to see if I can get this bottle apart again. Part of the bit of embellishing it before you unwrap it and take it apart is that you can give a chance for the glue to dry. Okay, and this cute little guy is going to go here. Yeah, I did keep all the tape down below so he can stick up on the shoulders of the bottle without being sticky. So there it is. And now for the final moment. Let's see if we can get this apart. Because this is purple, I am going to use some decorative purple shreds. I bought these at the Dollar Tree a couple weeks ago. It was the closest color to anything of this paper pack. Mostly they had baby pink and baby blue. But this is just to keep some visual interest and to make it fun. And to kind of hide what's in here. So here we go. Now you have to be careful. If you've cut really close here, you could catch the little paper on the opening and that, so just pay attention to that. And now it went down just fine. It actually went perfect. And that, so you can barely see that there's a jewelry box in there. And you get lots of candy. So the last thing to do, of course, is to embellish. And of course, that's the empty bag. I have these fun coordinating shapes. So there are cupcakes and dots, like the little spots that we saw on the back side of this rainbow paper, little swirls and all that. So what I did was I colored a few of these with our shimmer brushes. And this is our clear shimmer brush. I put silver tape on it so I could see it at a glance that it was our clear one, because this is really old and we don't have our labels on these. And that, but if you put shimmer brush on something that's plasticky and that, like these foamies are, then it will rub off. And so I ended up adding a layer of liquid glass, and if you can tell right now, this is really shiny and this is the natural color. No goodness, my phone has been crooked this entire time. Okay, there we go. You can see right here that this one kind of has a shiny belly button and this one doesn't. And this one already had that little dimple, but I wanted it because it was blue and different color. And that I did these last night. Here's one, two. And here's the last one. I did these way in advance because I wanted to make sure that they were good and dry for this video, and we don't have any mishaps with liquid glue or liquid glass and that. So I'm just going to put this guy on top here. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to put him over here because I have this little blue circle. It's a 1-inch circle, and it kind of matches this way too much. And I'm going to put one that's not shiny because I like the contrast. And I don't want another blue thing here. And okay, one there. This one I put too much liquid glass on. I don't know if you can see, but it has a little bit of an extra footprint and that. So you can really go wild with this and that. But I want to do the triangle. We've got the owl, the star, and the dot. And so I'm just going to leave it at that. And that, my friends, is how you make one of these magic bottles. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe.